When I say where you at, you say right here. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Type shit. Type shit, type shit. All the kids keep going on about. Fuck a private, send it from my personal account. Gotta hawk it to ya. Hiding poison in my mouth, glands holding the components to a copious amount. If I find out that you're really homies for the cloud, if I find out, coded in directions that you route, if your loyalty leads only to contention and a drought, the confession that you flout will only poison you with. I've been hacking weeds. Crazy if you sprout with a sprayer that I tout. I'm cleaning layers of the ground. When it's ready for exposure, pick the pen up like a joust. Defending any venomous behavior as aroused from the doldrum that a poet tries daily to renounce. If the devil tries his trick of speaking only when I bounce, I'm spinning off of Raven like it's Corey in the house. The chamber that I open leaves a hole where you pronounce. Choke on every word till it breaks your gastronomy. Misshapen due to quantity. My circle takes in quality. You say what you've been banking on. Thoughts your economy. Watch how much consumption's interrupting your autonomy. Reserve your reactions to the actions of the colony and really only speak when you could teach. Instead of following, you live the life of bad advice. Lost some opportunities. Could hold the ticker tape parade full of the caution that you threw. You're exactly who I'm thinking of to consummate a plan. Shut the cellar door. I'll go and oscillate the fan. While I roll out of board, we can find where it fits. You can move to the front. No one minds where you sit. On approach, I will interpret what it was I tried to draw for you. I pinned up a bunch of pictures. You're like, are we taking down the mafia? Look closer. And you'll notice that there's Polaroids of each of you. The orders are to make your line and take yours to your seats of you. So glad to meet with you. Break bread and eat with you. Skipped initiation, there's a reason this is reaching you. I broke the algorithm to reveal the infrastructures built by the society of real motherfuckers. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Give it up for yourselves. Welcome to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. Okay, the crowd is live, the stream is live. We're pretty live for a chilly Wednesday night. Hello, chat. I am now required to say hello to you. And because I want to as well, thank you for coming to this live stream. Hopefully, our audience members have invited you here. All right, you can stream with us every Wednesday, and you can experience what it's like to be in New York City right now. All right, POV. All right, you're exploring the open mic scene in the Big Apple. So thanks so much. Keep this on while you try to figure out what you want to eat for dinner tonight and call your DoorDash. Everyone else here, I've gone through the rules, all right, for the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. All right, we've gone through two categories so far, house rules and open mic rules. You'll witness it when you come over here to the East Village. But for the rest of you, remember, I said we had a third category of rule, right? The Brian rule. That's me. I'm Brian. Listen closely. It's very easy. All right? This is what you should remember as the Brian rule. No ego. Meh. Easy. And let me explain this really quick because I only have a couple more minutes before we have to get through to the actual open mic list. Let me explain no ego, chat. All right? The ego is super important. We know. It's like your identity. All right? You've carved it through from when you were a little seed to now to adulthood. All right, your ego is super important, all right? Especially for you artists out there. Let's speak to you first, okay? Your ego informs your art. It compels you, almost compulsively, to pick up that paintbrush, to start writing down in your notes app some poetry and or a rap song, a hot 16 or a hot 12. It compels you to do your art, okay? But here at this open mic, that's where it ends. Your art is created. You've decided to perform it tonight. Your ego stays at the door, all right? Because I've been to a lot of open mics before. And the ego, when it comes into a room like this, I don't know, it fights with other fucking egos. Everyone feels like a little weird, a little testy, a little competitive. No competition here at a Nuyorican Poets Cafe open mic. Whether it's your first time here, or you took a hiatus and you're back, or you're a fucking consummate professional, no ego. Leave your ego at the door. All right, for you audience members that maybe are here just on your own to scope out the scene, and or you are here because you want to cheer on your friend and or your relative. Okay? No ego is important because the ego feeds this thing, the C word. Cringe. What the fuck is that shit? Cringe, this new thing with this new generation, right? It makes them swipe real quick, from the things that make them feel weird and uncomfortable, or something that they think is too old or too ugly or anything like that. It doesn't work here at this open mic. You audience members, you cannot scroll. You came to touch grass today. Isn't that cool? All right, so you're gonna see some things that may make you feel uncomfortable, or make you think, or you really like, but you feel like you cannot cheer for. Please fucking cheer for your fellow audience members. All right, so no ego. How many people left their ego at home, back in their apartments? Not enough of you. All right, you probably didn't realize that this was gonna be that open mic. That is fine. I will help you out. All right. Imagine, chat, there is a basket here. It's about this big and this tall. All right, it's empty. And your host, Brian the Motel Guy, will first put his ego, I keep it between my boobs, and he will throw it in the basket like so, plop. My ego is here. I will be able to facilitate this open mic. Great. All right, I will encourage you as you get up here. I'll make it a nice, safe space. Now, for everyone else here, both performer and audience member that just walked the fuck in, I need you to raise your ego up high. Come on, show me your egos. Pull them up. I cannot do this show if you don't show me your egos. Sorry, guys. All right, and at the count of 3, I want you to Kobe it into this invisible basket at this stool. All right, 1, 2, 3, yeet! Oh my gosh. So, that's a little heavy. You got fucking, what's going on? It's a little stinky. Okay. All right, do you feel a little lighter now? Jasmine, are you ready to catch the egos? Per tradition, we do this every single time. Throw it outside. Throw it in the alley, down Avenue B, please. Okay. She ain't gonna hold it. So here's the cool thing. You can walk out of here ego free. All right, into the streets. You will, I promise you, all right, you will see something beautiful today. Okay, you'll say something beautiful today, and you will cheer on something that you probably have never seen in your life. Okay, can we do open mic? Yes, make some noise. Okay, not enough noise. We go practice noise, chat. Here's how we're gonna practice it, okay? So for your fellow performers and people in this room, we're gonna do some responses. I'm gonna practice some with you. Can we practice some snaps? All right, that started with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Did you know? Bet you didn't know that. I'll explain later. Okay, can we practice some stomps? All right, if you like what you hear coming out of someone's mouth, you're just disturbing the rat kingdom underneath the floor. Don't worry about it. They're fine. All right, can we, if you hear a line that you hear in a poem that you really like, you can say something like, run it back. A little louder, run it back. And hopefully they'll remember their line so they can actually run it back, okay? And please make some noise for the people that are coming up stage, like right about now. So let me explain. Quick, look at this fucking list. It's fucking crazy. It's so many people on this Excel spreadsheet. I cannot believe it. Okay, we're gonna try to get through all of them and then to a second round. Man, it's gonna be sick. Again, 3 minutes, everybody. 3 minutes for you spoken word artists. Okay, I'm gonna use some baseball terminology to bring y'all up here, okay? The season just started, right? I think the Yankees are doing okay. Baseball, go baseball. Okay, so a little bit of baseball terminologies using something like on deck. So first up, we have Douglas. Where are you, Douglas? Make some, okay, there you go. Make some sign of life, Douglas. All right, you're right in front of me. All right, Douglas is gonna go first because you signed up first. I'm going down the list by how you signed up. Douglas is gonna go first, baseball terminology. It's on deck. All right, Wong, you're on deck. Wong already knows. You're in the batter box, right? Wong, where are you? All right, you're swinging the bat. I don't know, fucking shooting up real quick. Because you're such a strong performer. That was weird. Why'd I say that? Okay, so Wong, you're on deck. All right, but first with a song, Wong song. Think about it for the next project. Wong song. All right, anyway. We're gonna have a great show tonight. But first, Douglas is coming up. All right, ready? Give it up for Douglas, y'all. Yes! Fire! Energy.
Thanks a lot.
Point into your gaping maw, remember. All right.
Yeah, got it. Thanks a lot. What's up, guys? All right. So I'm going to get right into it. This poem is called Facsimile. My smile is undeniable. Not some elaborate facade designed to drench you in counterfeit sunshine. I believe it to be genuine, an artifact unearthed from the hidden chamber of a talisman. Hold me close, and I will not stir in my sleep. Lift this draconian albatross from my shoulders. It has throttled my breath day after day. The plot thickens, like my blood grown viscous, clotting into darkened pools of anxious hemoglobin. Had someone spoken to me a year ago, they would never have imagined life's sudden hairpin turn, flinging me upon this road. I slip beyond technology's chokehold. I resist the pull to doom scroll until dawn, my irises swollen from the tyranny of screens. Devilish devices beckon toward the detonation of sense and sensibility, yet tasting honeysuckle sweetness, I long to pluck grapes ripening along your vine, to crush them slowly into a patient wine. This is no synthetic leer, only the weariness of love once jilted. I pray you are different, that my savoring of you does not evaporate like an elaborate oasis. I drink and remain parched. My stomach churned within itself, my rib cage trembling with the percussion of anxieties. Hope is tethered to action. Beyond mere speech, it must be lived. Tasks undertaken, small victories tallied to raise our shared morale. Let the ultraviolet spill in. Let the body remember its ancient photosynthesis, light transmuted into renewable fire. Together, we chart a course for undiscovered places, forging a beacon that will not dim. Thank you. So just a quick plug, you can find me on Instagram if you like what you hear, you want to hear more, at Instagram, Douglas G. Cala, C-A-L-A. And I have an event coming up on April 23rd at the Stonewall Monument Visitor Center. It's a book launch for Emmanuel Xavier, who is an HBO deaf poet. I'm guesting on one of his poems that's in the book, that's published in the book. It's called Still We Are Sacred. So be there on April 23rd. All right, thanks a lot, guys.
What a way to begin this open mic. Thank you so much for spitting some hot fire, Douglas. I appreciate that. Hope is tethered to action beyond mere speech. It must be lived. I agree, Douglas. Excellent, excellent work. Okay, moving on. All right, we got we got Victoria on deck. Victoria, where are you? Raise a hand, Victoria. Make some noise. There you are. Oh, Victoria, hi. How are you? Okay. Recognizable faces, and of course, new ones. Always cool. Okay, but without further ado, coming to the stage, give it up for Wonge, y'all. Yes!
Yo, what's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? Everybody good? All right, so I go by the name of Wonge. I'm a rapper and producer. I'm gonna perform this track from my latest project called A Clearer Mind. It's called Silver Ring. Get right into it. Yo, silver ring on the index, was feeling the color of Windex. Under the cover slumbered, unencumbered, spin heads, been twisted necks with the consistent intellect. Hard not to grimace, witnessing some disrespect. Dishes were wet, did impress without even trying. Send and miss the mark, this is art and people needn't buy it. Completely quiet till it's time to speak. Mostly listen, showing commitment, took a giant leap. My signs of fire one, signs of desire, high without a blunt. Not even cap and crafted by the tub. You being fine as fuck is not enough for me. Cut the redundancy. Accustomed to profundity. I cussed because of dumbness seen. Ignoring laws of power, lost some hours. Budging for cream. Was done with jeans, but now I kinda want a pair. Taught to share. Onto the John, I tossed a snare. That's not a rare occurrence like it used to be. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, slicing poses with the schemes. Vivid visions of intimacy, continuously visit then leave, rid of the weed. Read 'em and weep. The tendency to people please vanished. Needed a lantern. I keep receiving chances and I don't take that for granted. Not even a tiny bit. Finished with acting like I'm fine with shit when I am not. The silence did its job and served its purpose. The extroverted, introverted wordsmith. Merc and inertia chose to go and hone instead of turn up. Serpents get cut. Personal stuff is the main ingredient. Embrace the pace, I ain't the speediest. Embrace the pace, I ain't the speediest. Embrace the pace, I ain't the speediest. I ain't the speediest. Yeah. So that was Silver Ring. Thank you guys so much. Again, I go by the name of Wonge. That's spelled Wonge. That track is from my latest project called A Clear Mind. It's out now on all platforms. I also have physical copies of the project right here. I made this artwork myself. I wrote and produced all the tracks on the project. Yeah, these are 15 if you're interested. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, _Wonge, spelled the same way. That's about it. Have a good night.
Yo, that's what New York City sounds like. You look great, Wonge. I'm looking at the stream right now. Okay, everyone looks so fantastic right now. We got 6 people in the chat. What do we think about that? Some fire emojis, please. Maybe some eggplants with some peaches or some shit, right, IJ? You like that? You send those? Fucking IJ. All right. You being fine as fuck ain't enough for me is a hard line. But it definitely helps. I don't know. Okay, so. Definitely helps. Wonge song. Think about it. All right, so on deck. We got Rachel Berger. Where are you? Rachel? Rachel? Oh, you're right in front of me. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, but without further ado, give it up for Victoria, y'all. Yes!
Thank you, Brian. New shit? Tripping through the city in search of safe spaces, free speech and utopia. Feet leading me to Bushwick and Bowery where poetry spills from cornucopias. In search of missing persons in my life, I am trying to find my tribe. I so desperately need to know the fire of spoken word is still kept alive. When I first came here, I didn't know what or who I would find, let alone a whole group of people who share a like mind. In times like this, this space can be a lifeline to anybody who wants to exercise their divine right to a mic. Listen, I come from far overseas to be here. Heed my story. I have felt the heartbeat of poetry wane in my city. Journalism and press freedom silence, stifled and broken bureaucracy, no free speech. The things I cannot say on a day-to-day basis haunt me. There are observations I cannot make, cannot vote or complain, so don't blame me for keeping secrets. If I ever want to walk the streets of Hong Kong freely, there is so much I cannot say on this stage, so what do I say? I'm afraid of change. Do I go or remain? It's like separating two halves of a bifurcated brain, two mirror hemispheres that are not built quite the same, two sides of a coin flipping liberation and shame. What must I abandon in order to stand to gain? I'm bridled now. What am I to chase? Is it money or a name? I like privacy over the empty promises of fame. I bottled this on a page, live and let die inside this space. I would like my art to become detachable from my face. I would like to be anonymous. I just want to be one of us. I might have wandered in a stranger, but I hopefully won't be gone as such. I've been sedated, complacent, and jaded in a state of general malaise and fallen from grace, living in debasement, anxious, adjacent, contemplating time of waste and trying to be patient, sitting and waiting for the opportunity to maybe finally fucking create something. I don't believe in fate, rather just the right time and place, and I wrote this all in a day just to get on this mic, on this stage, just to say something. That this gathering today is sacred. In the face of fear, remain unshaken. Liberties are there for you to take them. and free speech is exactly what you make it. Thank you. My name is Victoria. Instagram is _Tor. That's UNDERSCORETOR. I am from Hong Kong. I came to New York on a pilgrimage to find myself and my people. And if I like it here enough and you guys like me, I might stay here. If anyone is hiring a writer, please hit me up. I work in advertising and would love to stay in this city. Thank you so much.
Looking for her tribe. I think she found it. Thank you so much for reminding us about the things that we take surely for granted over here in the States. I appreciate you pulling up. And thank you for pulling up to the slam as well on Monday. Look at this room, y'all. What the fuck? Where'd you come from? All right. Is there a fucking farmer's market or something going on? All right, good. All right. It's too late for that. All right. So on deck, we got Gordon. Gordon, where are you? Raise a hand, Gordon. What's up, Gordon? Thanks for sticking around with us, Buck. All right, before Gordon, though, give it up for Rachel, y'all. Yes! Let's keep this show going. We got a show, Rachel.
Hello.
Hi.
All right. Hi, everyone. Woo. Okay, so this is new shit. In this life, I am a woman. I am sure in other lives I have been a man. As I live in this life, I notice men come together and will support each other faster than a woman would support another woman. I think to myself, if only women would stop acting like a minority, stop separating ourselves from each other by appearance, education, money, and status, and realize that there are more women than men in the world. If only women came together like men, we could make this world safer for all of us. Now I'm going to read. Oh, thank you. I'm going to read from my book, The Journey So Far. Get it on Amazon. It's $10. I have a couple with me. Okay. This is old shit. All right. Please, do not cloud my mind with the pain, the remembrance of a time past, an ending that comes back to haunt you, to tear you down and make you remember you're human. It is proven for a moment everything is true and at its highest in stature and then ceases to exist. But with emotions it's worse, because you can feel the same ones again with different experiences, and that makes you remember. Stop what you don't want. Create what you do. See what you want. Understand what you can. Never hate. Live a life of happiness, but to define it would be hell. And this will be my last one. Healing is hard. Healing is painful. Healing is necessary to grow. Healing can take your whole lifetime, a journey from birth to death, with a whole middle of the unknown. Healing is necessary to grow, and growing is full of pain. We come to this world innocent from the next, the before peaceful. Peaceful because we can't remember the pain. Thank you.
Yeah, give it up for Rachel, y'all. She's spitting. We're going to have to add another row of chairs. Hell yeah. This place is packed, surely. Shirley, you came to the right place tonight. Hey, folks, thanks for pulling up on us to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. This feels like the old Nuyo all over again, Ron. You're going to get super close to me. Did I put deodorant on? Sniff, sniff? Hopefully. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep going, though, Ron. Cool. All right, on deck, we got Jessica. Where are you, Jessica? Thanks for pulling up on us, Jessica. I see you. Get your poem ready. Lock the fuck in, Jessica. I always wanted to say that. All right. So all right, without further ado. All right, maybe just a little bit more ado. Give me like 2 more ados. A couple of more ados, Habib. I knew I just heard ado. Mad deep voice. I'm sorry, Gordon. Hey, pulling back up on us, Gordon. How are you? Excellent. Familiar faces. You're missing out, chat. All right, people back at home. This is a packed house right now. All right, so make those plane ticket reservations and pull up to the East Village and make your artist dream come true. Sick. Ron, this is insane. I love it so much. Okay, cool. All right, without further ado, give it up for Gordon, y'all. Yes! Gordon, we're right here for you.
Hello.
Over there. Okay.
My poem's 4 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it short, and that's what we're gonna do. So this poem is about the ups and downs of living and being guided by the ones that help us through it. And so the ones that I'm referring to that guide us through it are referred to as the Pelawia in this poem. We are the Pelawia, the gatekeepers of the living, and we welcome you to the dance floor, where you must get down and you must dance. And when you hit the floor, you must remember the rhythm, and remember that sound is just another name for wave. And when you hit the floor, you must remember that the floor will be cold, blues cold, something cold that you must warm and love on. And when you hit the floor, you must remember this won't be your last time this low. We know this because we are many things. We are congregation, the dance and sway under blue strobe lights. We are arms raised high, submitting to the boom and the bass. The house for your funk, disco, and soul. We are rhythm and syncopation. The spirit of the blues and the blues that come along with the living. We are rainmakers that drum your tune, the sweat from body and sky. We are the sky, tall and stretched. A playground for birds holding sunlight, laughter, and watercolored ceilings. We carry clouds and brew storms, and like rain, you will fall. And for you, we will cry loud as thunder and embroider stars on our backs to guide you home to ocean. We are ocean, wide and deep, holding all of life in us. We are the children of waves that you run to and crash in. You will sail and be wrecked, and we will be both lifeboat and kraken, ready to rescue and fight. Should you choose to rise from the foam, you will rise from the loam. We are loam, an ancient and fertile soil, blue-black, the color of the cosmos, the black before the blues, the subsurface friction to both sovereignty and slavery. And when you strike earth with your woes, may it be life-giving. May it give you life. My name is Gordon. You can find me on Instagram under Grodon with the period in the middle. Grodon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, Gordon. Okay, I got it. No, I'm smart, kind of. All right, give it up for Gordon, y'all. Hello, front row. Hello, everyone. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Brian Acosta Arya. My name is On the Floor, also known as Brian the Motel Guy. Thank you for coming to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe open mic. Are you from out of town? Or are you from around here? Where are you from? We got the Netherlands in the house, New Zealand in the house, alliteration in the house. Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. I better get the same energy when the Nuyorican Poets Cafe opens back up on Halloween. All right? Our location currently is under renovation. You're currently at the Loisaida Center, our a foster home for at least a few more months. Okay, so pull up on us when we have our grand reopening. Okay. On deck, we got some comedy from Dan Laitman. Dan, where are you? Make some, right? Okay, I see you, Dan. All right, but without further ado, give it up for Jessica. All the way from the middle of the crowd comes Jessica. Pull it up on us. Yes. Come closer, come closer.
Okay, this is a poem called Incurable or Curable. I'm still deciding. As you guys say, this is new shit. Okay. Oh, God, I'm nervous. Okay. When people ask me what's new with me, I blink. Not because nothing is happening, but because an overwhelming amount is happening just inside my head. What's new? Oh, just analyzing my childhood, just negotiating with my nervous system, just trying to convince my brain that it no longer lives in 2007. It sounds narcissistic, like my hobby is therapy. What can I say? I have expensive taste. What do you do for fun? Oh, you know, I reparent myself, I track my triggers, I tend to my inner child. I've tried to heal like it was a second job. I never clock in or out because as an overachiever, I'm always working overtime. I want that raise to inner peace, that promotion to Zen Buddha. I read all the books, highlighted the parts about self-worth, even participated in a silent meditation retreat, which for someone who narrates their own life like a podcast with no off switch, felt less like healing and more like an exorcism for my own personality. I'm always one more crystal away from enlightenment. I sweat in saunas as if grief could evaporate. I've sat cross-legged at women's circles, breathing in other people's breakthroughs like secondhand smoke.
Come on.
I've tried to blur the edges, I've tried sharp edges. Heck, maybe this poetry event will be the thing that finally fixes me. Maybe I'm just one vulnerable monologue away from being whole. I have said, "You're safe now," to my own brain during work, during play, during sex, during the soft animal act of being held in that intimate moment when someone looks directly into your eyes. Stay a while, I tell myself. You don't have to scan the exits. I always end the hug first. I have mothered my children while mothering myself, cuddling with one hand, white-knuckling with the other, disassociating mid-block tower, smiling through the tantrums. No one wants to think about moms absolutely losing their shit, spiraling while packing a backpack as the world is falling apart and the group chat is pinging, but my trauma is just wanting airtime. It is a privilege to break this cycle. It is a privilege to hate myself this much. But I have journaled myself into corners, forgiven people who don't deserve it. I thought happiness was a renovation. But what if I am not a fixer-upper? What if the cracks are just places that light enters? What if healing is not a scavenger hunt where I collect enough coping skills to finally deserve some rest? What if nothing about me was ever broken? Just human, just alive in a world that keeps asking for more. I'm tired of auditioning for my own joy. Maybe I don't need one more cold plunge. Maybe I don't need to explain myself out loud to actually know who I am. Maybe I can sit on the floor with kids climbing on my back, my beautifully unhinged self, and decide this counts. This messy, imperfect life, this counts. I'm allowed to exist here. This is the year I swear I'm going to get it right, or finally stop trying to. So my Instagram handle is Jess playing it by ear, but it's totally fake. My social media is fake. It's my highlight reel. It's a bunch of cute kids, and if you want to see that, but hopefully I can change that and make it more real. So thanks.
For real, Jessica. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Jessica. So many good lines in that one. Thank you so much. All right. You know, and we were talking about ego before and shedding it. And you said in your poem, right? Is this poetry event gonna heal me or whatever the case? Maybe. You know what I mean? Especially since we're walking in here without ego, we're shedding it, right? With all the traumas and all that stuff that has informed our lives. You come up here, you present your art. Goodbye, ego. Hopefully, goodbye, trauma. And hello, enlightenment. Thank you so much, Jessica, for reaching that with us today. That's how deep we're getting today, chat. Hello, friends. My name is, I know you. My name is Brian. Okay. All right. Well, before we get to Dan Laitman, all right, on deck we got Daniel. Where are you? Is it the oh. Hey, Daniel, how's it going? Thanks for, you're on deck. Get warmed up, pal. Lock the fuck in, Daniel. Okay. Jessica locked the fuck in. Remember I said lock the fuck in, Jessica? Did she lock the fuck in? What the hell? Okay. All right. That's enough for me. Give it up for Dan Laitman, y'all. Yes! Woo! What up, Dan? Go get him.
Give it up for your tiny Filipino elf. So I'm gonna make a Revolutionary War theme porn called "The British Are Coming." You know the phrase, "If life gives you lemons, make lemonade." I think they forgot that takes other things. Like you need sugar and water and child labor. I think if RFK Jr. were to be assassinated, we'd be like, shots work. I have a wife now. I've only forgotten the ring one day, and you can tell because I am still alive. But I have schizophrenia. To be accurate, I have OCD, depression, anxiety, and schizophrenia, which I believe the clinical term for that is yikes. Being schizophrenic, like, have you ever lost yourself in chess and you were surprised? No. If I ever did like a sold out show, like in a stadium, it would never be them cheering like Daniel, Daniel. It would be cheering, we're real, we swear. Like I can't drink on my medications, like, and it's really bad. I just ruined brunch. Like, you try turning down a mimosa with any dignity. Like, and with the depression, Tempur-Pedic is not a bed; it is a trap. All right. But when I proposed to my wife, my parents were there, both to be very cute and to make sure she was actually there. But I can't drink, and nobody wants to hang out with a guy that takes one sip of whiskey and goes, yucky. My friend recently said to me, like, oh, I have an imaginary friend. I'm like, you picked one? All right. I gave a homeless man $1, no hobo. We can all agree we live in, like, insane times, right? Yeah. But I grew up in the 90s. Like, we had to talk to the hand because the face ain't listening. We were all ODing on chill pills. All right. I grew up in, like, a very, like, liberal economy. Like, when we would go out to farms, we would tip oats. Anything that could produce milk. Who wants to hear more RFK material? All right. You can find me. This was fun. for the most part, right? I don't know. You can follow me at Dan_Laitman_standup. Thanks, guys.
Give it up for Dan. Yikes, Laitman. Emphasis on yikes. Thank you so much, Dan. That was emphasis on all act open mic. All right, telling you, pull up with your jokes. All right, pull up your fucking magic tricks. I don't care. Come up here. You got time in front of a studio audience and of course the folks at home. So keep that in mind, chat. Okay, on deck we got Negus. Where are you? There you are. Hey, you're just standing up there, just hanging out. All right, you're on deck, pal. Get ready to do your song, but before you, give it up for Daniel, y'all. Yes! Energy, 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 energy! And all that. I'll be right here with you, Daniel, the whole time. I'm kidding, I'm gonna leave. Go for it. Closer, closer, closer.
Yeah.
Go for it.
If you want to know. Bones beat drums beneath the floors of the apocryphal. Got a little juice for you, hope that you can get your fill. This dance isn't ending until you laid your pages to rest. So do a little shimmy shimmy ya, get it off of your chest. There are two things you should know for show. So get a little jiggy with it back to the dance floor. 1. Nobody cares what you think. Your thoughts could all stink. That's why we have shrinks to outgrow. The perilous reality you know is deep inside of we, but you ain't looking to see. Are you a soulless wannabe? Or are you dusting off clothes and getting back on the streets? Are you coming out of hiding holes and hitting your feet to defeat the power that plagues the eyes all in a haze? Be 9 to 5s, night shifts, or weekends in the mix. Neglectful homes, caught allures, or narcissistic pricks. If you don't, I got homework for you. And you're gonna wanna do it before number 2. Oh, on hold for a minute. Wait, touchdown, did you get it? There is no shame to carry. To feel safe might feel scary. Oh, on hold for a minute. On pause, touchdown, did you get it? You ain't gotta resent things. So join me and come sing. On to number 2, cause you think you can make it. No fake shit is gonna end up represented. The truth's all known, so quit acting like a clown and quit the doom scrolling, put the damn phone down. I bet you can't sit in silence with yourself without losing your mind or going straight to jail for the monopoly money that's playing you, honey. Don't you know them bills ain't nothing real? I said, fuck that damn paycheck, it's paying fake shit. Forget the container, cause God's writing blank checks. Checks we don't know how to cash, so we keep throwing them away. Making all these trade-offs to stay living this way. Poem. My website is early release, prosispower.com. You go to the homepage, you get a random poem, it will meet your moment. I put my magic number in it so you know it will be that poem. And I got like 200 more poems to upload. So that's why I say early release. Thank y'all for listening. And if anyone wants a tarot reading after this, hit me up. I got like 90 minutes and a lot of crystals on these wrists. So, praise.
Okay. It's New York City. You never know. You get a motherfucking tarot reading after the poetry reading. Sick. I love that. That was a first. Okay. On deck, we got most valuable poet. Where are you? Right here. There you are. Hey, thanks for coming back to us. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Without further ado, give it up for Negus, y'all. Yes. Where are you? Okay, it's here for you anyway.
You guys want the backtrack? You care for the backtrack?
Yeah, we want to hear your song, dude.
Sure. It's very interesting.
Okay, all right, then we got to get you on the mic.
Well, before we start, this is a piece called Short Poem or a Set of Words. Hold on, let me read that. A short poem or other set of words set to music or That is the title of this piece. This is a piece about like my lived experience being a part of the artistic community, and then also I guess the structure and systems that kind of are at play within the community. So yeah, we can do it. Let's go ahead. I've been pondering a question that's been forced upon my mind. Is it poetry or music? Is it poetry or music? Is it poetry or music? If it flows too smoothly, did I somehow ruin it? Where do you draw the line? What creates the divide? Guitars playing, drums banging, and you kicking lines? Is there too much bass in my beats? Is it that the words repeat? Or is it the way I release it, all this pain? Am I in or am I out? No, come on, poet for me now, huh? Cause it seems to color a different box. Who says poetry can't rock? Is it supposed to feel stuffy? Am I supposed to speak above you? Use a pretentious preamble or hyperbole? I drag my soul across hot coals all for your pleasure? Is it that I'm singing, or does song not belong? Is it poetry or music? Is it poetry or music? Tell me which one. Is it poetry or music? Is it poetry or music, since you know so much? Is it poetry or music? Is it poetry or music? And is music somehow less cause I don't need to spell a rap or sing what's on my mind? Is it poetry cause it's written? Because it's how you feel pride. Your secret costume in dark rooms where we all come to cry. Is it poetry or music? Is it poetry or music? Is it poetry or music? If you create, you create. When you feel, you let it flow. And it takes shape by design. Even as I do this, can't you hear the drums in your dawn? Is it poem or a song? Is it a poem or a song? Is it a poem or a song? Man, I'm not asking for an answer. See down, the question is done. Is it poetry or music? Why is poetry not music? As sweet as it sounds, rhythm built in, tempo is essential. Gotta stay inside the pocket and make the right notes. Maybe we have forgotten at its core, we carry the spirit of the griot. Is it poetry or music? It is poetry and music. It is poetry and music, and it is neither, but it's true. I thought that this piece in particular would be very good for this audience and very good for this space, and also a very good piece to perform for this month. Kind of considering what is poetry and what is the structure of poetry and why is poetry defined the ways that it is. And often because there is an economic incentive, is grants do not oftentimes allow for songwriters of any variety to receive any sort of funding. And like, that is very often tied to the fact that like people who write songs are often economically disadvantaged. There is like, it comes from the idea of freeing the spirit because they are capitalized by capitalism and therefore not able to create with this high level structure, and they're not educated in all of the designs and forms that make a piece of art a poem per se all of the time. And yeah, so, you know, do with that what you will. You can find me at Negus_music, Negus_music, Negus_music. Thank you.
Yes, so follow this man. Excellent. Victoria came here looking for a tribe, all right? And now we are going to discuss as a community what it means to be part of this community. Thanks to Negus. Thank you so much, Negus. All right, asking very important questions. Okay, after most valuable poet, we got a little commercial break, but we still got to get to most valuable poet. Give it up for the most valuable poets. Yes. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Yes, thank you.
Come on, Fit. Come on, salute.
Good evening. My name is Sergeant MVP, and today I'm here to recruit you all to the U.S. military.
Oh, man.
Let's go. Let's go. Let me school you on the facts of life. See, America, she's a freaky bitch. She loves everything in the physical. She flirts with these other countries on the low, but she only pops her pussy for Israel. For real? Running back? All right, bet. All right, bet. See, America, she's a freaky bitch. She loves everything in the physical. She flirts with the mother countries on the low, but she only pops her pussy for Israel. Question. What does the U.S. military and Jeffrey Epstein both have in common? They both groom and take advantage of young kids. See, Jeffrey does it in a more luxurious way. While us as the U.S. military, we got recruitment centers and ghettos all across America to recruit hopeless black and brown youth that don't know the truth about America. I mean, Jeffrey and his friends, they was trafficking those kids to his island. When it comes to the military, we some devils in plain sight. People glaze us more than your local fireman. Don't worry about being suicidal. Don't worry about having PTSD. Just grab some liquor and some drugs. Because when it comes to homeless veterans, you know we don't give a fuck. See, we pop up at your kids' school because we already know that college ain't going to give them all the tools. You want to see some gangster shit for real? We gangbang globally over resources like oil and gold. And in a few years from now, we'll be fighting over water and be ready to smoke anybody just to keep things in order. See, we ran up in Venezuela. We kidnapped Maduro and his wife. We smoked this whole team. Man, that shit was light. If you love killing black and brown people across the globe, then you're in the right place. You can pull an aerial drive-by with a drone baptizing kids in lead showers while they going to school or just trying to play. See, our heaven is on earth and their heaven is in the sky. So don't feel bad when all those black and brown families die. If you're ready to be on some killer shit and you ready to ride, make sure you sign them papers and be ready to watch those innocent souls leave those lifeless bodies, all right? This military recruitment session is called American Grooming. I am Sergeant MVP and I am your most valuable poet, stationed in the Bronx in the BX. If you want to follow me, here's some more poetry. You can find me at RBG Books, 1992. I'm out.
Oh, man. God bless poetry. Thank you so much. MVP station in the Bronx goes hard. That goes hard. All right. Thank you so much. All right. On deck. Actually, no. Yes. Well, on deck, we got Munsif Arya. Thanks for coming through. Finally, you came through to my mic. Wonderful. All right. But without further ado, can we get that halftime show ready for this chat? Yes? All right. You, chat, sit back and watch it at home while you're eating your dinner or playing Roblox. All right? Or pause Roblox for a second and for this message from my co-partner, host in what? my friend, Elemental. All right? Give it up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for the greatest community in the world. This is your halftime report. I am your correspondent. My name is Elemental, bringing you all the latest news and upcoming events brought to you by the legendary Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and as always, keep creating.
The Nuyorican Bowery Slam, happening every Monday at the Bowery Poetry Club in New York City, hosted by Luna Rosa and Jay Rose. Doors open at 6:30, but the line starts at least 30 minutes earlier. Winner receives a $20 cash prize and a chance to compete in the final Friday Slam.
occurring on the last Friday of the month at Loisaida Center at 7 p.m. Hosted by Matthew Marroquin and Paul Conqueso. Winners from the Nuyorican Bowery Slam compete against each other for a $100 cash prize and a chance to compete in our annual Grand Slam. Plus, there's a Twilight Hour open mic hosted by Cap Come Through and The Score. Our open mics at the Loisaida Center are all kinds of incredible. The venue records high-quality audio and video of all performances, and they are live streamed to the Loisaida's and Nuyorican YouTube channels. All except our first Wednesday of every month, we have Women's Orator Wednesday, aka WOW, hosted by 2024 Grand Slam champion Somebody's Mama. Our all-acts open mic by and for all women and women representing peoples. This is a safe space. Come through. The remaining Wednesdays of the month, we have the Nuyorican Open Mic, hosted by Brian Acosta Arya, aka Brian the Motel Guy. Doors open at 6 p.m. This is where stars are born. No guaranteed performances for latecomers, so make sure you are on time, folks. Our online programmings, which are absolutely free, include the online open mic hosted by yours truly, weekly on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific via Zoom, live stream to YouTube. All styles are welcome. The second Tuesday of every month via Zoom, we have the Slam Workshop, facilitated by the 2024-25 National Youth Poet Laureate Stephanie Pacheco. When you sharpen your craft, you sharpen your performance. Come through. There are many other in-person and online events coming up. For info and tickets, all programming can be found at nuyorican.org/calendar. Our social media, website, and other links, including to sign up for our mailing list, go to linktree/Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Also visit our YouTube channel to catch past live streams of online and Loisaida open mics and many other special events. The Nuyorican Poets Cafe is a non-profit 501c3 organization based in New York City on the Lower East Side. Ticket sales and grants don't cover all of our programs and operations expenses. So here are ways you can support us to help continue to move poetry forward in the spirit of our founders. Our merchandise, shirts, hats, cups, and tote bags available for purchase at our Nuyo table, in our in-person events, or online at nuyorican.org/merch. New materials coming all the time, folks. Stay plugged in. Donations are very much appreciated and tax deductible. Scan the QR code or go to nuyorican.org/donate. Check out and subscribe to our Patreon site. Gain access to events not available online or to the public. Go to patreon.com/Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Special thanks to our tech team, our programs and operations team, our hosts, our volunteers, and our executive director, plus all our sponsors for helping us keep the spirit of artistry and inspiration of poetry alive and moving forward through the spirit of our founders. Brought to you by Elemental Vision Works, inspiring change through passionate poetry and creative productions. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night. Peace.
So much for sitting through that. Perhaps getting yourself a beverage or a stretching. All right, did you see that cool thing? All right, shout out to our friend Elemental who produced that all by himself. So many events, all right, to come through, of course. And we would love to see how we are doing, all right, for you audience members. So please, if you could scan that survey throughout the night. All right, it's also presented at the merchandise table as well. All right, we'd love to, as I said, know how we are doing here at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. It's very important for us to know so we can put on the best show for all of you. Okay, so we're going to continue on the list. See how many people are here? All right, so if you haven't gone yet, chill out. All right, we'll get to you. All right, Paul Taylor, where are you? You're on deck. Where are you, Paul? Maybe in the bathroom or outside. Okay, we'll get to him. But before Paul, we're going to continue on with the show. Give it up for Munsif, everybody. Yes! Energy, 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 energy. Oh my gosh. In the flesh.
Good evening. How are we doing tonight? So, people often ask me, where are you from? And I say, Jersey! But then they ask, where are you really from? Because of the strangeness of my name, the color of my skin, so who am I? The child of parents born between a partition and a Cold War, my name is Munsif, which means a judge of what is right or wrong, but it's hard to tell what's right or wrong about being bundled under the words South Asian. When two words can't capture the furious energy of our families and the fabric of our people. The color and the chaos of our hometown carriages, the reunions for our week-long marriages, those encounters with constant relatives and how the worst of them feel like sedatives. The songbird that was my mother when I was sick, my father watching a 90s hit, or my prayers for an easy fast, waiting for that sun to set at last. So it is a comedy of errors living with my name, but the tragedy of my life was being asked to carry misplaced shame. You see, I'm a minority, not everyone's favorite beverage. Too flavorful for folks who only saw in my face those who committed crimes that they can never forget. Well, I'll never forget either. Being called illegal, a bomber, the son of a criminal, too weak to defend myself, too strong to let it out, because boys don't cry. And they didn't teach me a class called Coping with Acts of War on my country and my identity. So what was my solace at one point became these chains that I cut myself trying to flee, because I would do anything to not be labeled a traitor to my own country. And it took me years of loathing myself to realize that owning every inch of this brown heritage is a far better price. So today, who do I cherish the most? Those who understand me over chai and toast, and to anyone else, I wear a mask, something immigrants have done long before a pandemic even asked. So if you're curious whether we carry baggage from the old country, just come ask us how we're doing, please. Because we're here chasing these dreams too big to fit between the words South Asian. Yet we cling to what we came from in songs and clothes and lore, because we are just so much more. We are just so much more. Thank you all. It's great to get my first in-person new experience. I started here on the virtual open mic. Shout out to Elemental. Couple of quick plugs. If you like my work, you can follow me at Munsif Verse. That's MUNSIFVERSE on all platforms. And next week, next Friday, I'm playing a show in Jersey City with Ed Mabry, who's a slam champion, and Mikumari Kaye, who's been part of the New York Slam team. So come say hi if you want more details. Thank you.
Give it up for Munsif, y'all. Yes! Oh! My South Asian brother, thank you so much for pulling up on us. Did he mention the online open mic? You can go back home to the Netherlands or New Zealand or New Jersey and still tap in on Thursdays for free. Okay, on deck, we got Duncan. Where are you, Duncan? I remember Duncan with the story. Okay, I can't wait to hear what you got today. All right, so without further ado, give it up for Paul Taylor, y'all. Yes!
What's good, man? Yes, sir. I went out at the worst possible time. I came back and found out I was next. So this song is pretty important to me. I helped produce it. It is about trauma and the effect that it has on the relationships its victims attempt to have. Yep. It's called PTSD. You can go ahead. Please put it loud. microphone check. A microphone check. And two. I love her, but I don't wanna get back. Discovered there never was, but in fact, I'm bleeding a million cuts I can't see. I'm begging her, will she elevate me? Violated, she never played fair. Devastated, she couldn't stay there. Like I made it the way she hate me. Graduated above, it can't be. I'm looking her in the eye. I love you, baby, you lie. You tell me that everything that I wanted you would provide, but certainly turn to mine. You hurting me, so I ride. You victimize with conviction. I calculated divide. The treasures that you provide, I ain't take it. The promise to you I made, I ain't break it. The opposite of the way you stay patient. You clocking it, but you never gon' face it. I love her, but I don't wanna get back. Discovered there never was, but in fact, I'm bleeding a million cuts I can't see. I'm begging her, will she elevate me? Violated, she never played fair. Devastated, she couldn't stay there. Like I made it the way she hate me. Graduated above, it can't be. Schedule on the law. If you know, then you know. Criminal, when she did before. You was on speakerphone, kissing her like she only phoned me. Copying what I saw on TV. Stupid of me to ever believe. Crazy to think about it, it seems. I love her, but I don't wanna get back. Discovered there never was, but in fact, I'm bleeding a million cuts I can't see. I'm begging her, will she elevate me? Violated, she never played fair. Devastated, she couldn't stay there. Like I made it the way she hate me. Graduated above, it can be, can. PTSD. Thanks, y'all. Yeah! You can, thanks so much, y'all. You can follow me at B Like Bark, D Like Dog, Paul Taylor, BD Paul Taylor. I'll follow everyone back. Thanks, y'all.
Yes! Give it up for Paul Taylor! Is that streaming yet, Paul Taylor? Taylor, is that streaming?
That was written like the night after the last time.
Oh, shit. So, all right. Not too long ago. Mad new. All right. But it will be streaming soon. Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I love when Paul Taylor sings. I love the tone of your voice, dude, especially when you sing. That shit's like butter. Okay. On deck. We got Paul Skiff. Where are you? Paul, did you stay? Yay. Thanks for sticking around, Paul. Without further ado, give it up for Duncan, y'all. Yes! More open mic!
So I'm writing about a superhero, but a very unglamorous depiction of the kind of Uber driver kind of level of superhero. So it's quite unglamorous. I was choosing between which story to do, and my couscous one was too long, so I'm going for this one instead. The bus. Oh, by the way, he's called Laser Guy. His name is Guy. The bus lane and the cycle lane are right next to each other, and pedestrians take risks here too. The roadworks crew are operating right in the middle of it all, but the road isn't closed. The shops, pedestrians, buses, cyclists are all engaged in the obstacle course caused by the orange cones. Laser Guy has been called in, for his eye is slightly faster and definitely more precise than a jackhammer. He's focusing his laser beam on a spot marked X in the middle of the bus lane. He relaxes his cortical muscle, lets a little fire burn from his brain. His first emissions cause pain in his socket, a hot flush he's been getting used to in this last decade, and soon his flow is up, the beam hitting the asphalt, cutting through. He hates it when this happens, when people watch, a few teenagers waiting for a bus, a little girl and her mother. The girl says to her mother, "Why is it taking so long?" And who would like to stop and explain the physics to them. That this beam has to cut through something that was made with extreme heat, that is set hard, thick and durable, that the job of making a hole with a 4-inch circumference that has to go half a metre deep before it reaches the sewer pipe, This will not just happen in a few seconds. It will take roughly about half an hour of standing in the same position with his head looking down at his neck, feeling the pressure from the constant release and friction and that giddy feeling he gets when he overextends himself, the feeling of the earth moving and slanting underneath him, muscle pain shooting through his left shoulder. After 10 minutes of activity, he takes a small break, knocking back a banana sandwich. The only spot available to sit is at the bus stop, which means a bus stops for him and he has to wave them on. He wishes he could learn from the roadworks crew to keep up the appearance of not giving a shit, to be able to casually joke around, to be comfortable waiting in public through the glares from strangers who think you are fucking around on public money. Soon he's back at the job, pulsing out a light blue coloured beam. The beam is steady. It used to be stronger about a decade ago, but now it is intermittent, occasionally phasing out and in, and when this happens, it stings the back of his eye. He wishes he had packed his guarana shoes. He can feel perspiration running down his forehead. He can feel his heart racing, his superhero suit sticking to his back under the cake of sweat, a blurring of vision as the hole he was aiming at shifts position. He tries to follow the hole, but the hole keeps moving on him. He can feel his balance trying to compensate, like he is trying to keep his footing on a moving train. He can feel himself losing control. The hole he is making is moving again. He's shifting his head as the sweat drips down his cheek, and now the hole has gone, and he needs to stop emitting the beam because now he is carving a tiny line into the pavement, over to the gutter, and his vision is tipping sideways as he hears someone yell, "Watch out!" And now everything has turned black. Because I won't get to read you the couscous, he gets called in to basically unblock someone's pipe with a kebab stick, a skewer, and that's literally how glamorous his life as a superhero gets, because it's cheaper to hire a superhero than it is to get a plumber. So, I'm Duncan Sarkis. You can I have written a novel which I doubt you can get over here. You can get it in New Zealand. You can probably get it online. It's called Stargazers, and it's about the collapse of democracy in a society of alpaca breeders. So,
Come on, Duncan! I read it. Thank you so much. Pick up Duncan's book. I'm gonna have to come all the way to New Zealand. All right, and you can show me a good kebab place. All right, on deck we got Missingno. Where are you? I remember you. Thanks for pulling up again, pal. Okay, but without further ado, give it up for Paul Skiff, y'all. Yes.
Under so much light and with so many people right on top of me, I feel like I'm a piece of cucci frito. This first poem is very short. I don't usually write poems to entertain people, so if you're not entertained, you know why. Do you remember when the peer group got you to subordinate? Of course not. But now you think you are like them out of choice. This is just some excerpts from a half-hour poem, so it's not going to make a lot of sense. Ha ha. Excerpts from How to Become Yourself, and this isn't going to tell you how to do that. I'm your first public embarrassment, dressing your mouth with humiliation's laughter slap. You are my flying robot war, forecasting obsolescent bravery for the epic history national pride keeps in its second stomach, where patriotic coherency is digested into fragmentary report to misinform vulnerability with its own helplessness. I'm your encounter with competing truths that struggle over a choice choice you are challenged to make, so the flood of conflict does not loosen being right from gravity and drown need to know in what you cannot decide. You are my armed interdiction of worldwide trade, threatening plenty with bare shelves and choicelessness as a border-breaching victory of robbed purpose for the groceryless privilege hides in its assumptions. I am your internal social division caused by public consciousness assaulted with mind swindles, bringing national decline for the body politic in a population convinced against itself. You are my natural madness of vengeful wilderness burning itself down to wipe out the humans who smirch it. I am your analysis of hell between sips, when relevance and consequence interpret evil to catch a breath before feckless superstition surrenders to insignificance like a valley full of righteousness beneath a broken dam as it lets loose torrents of amorality. You are my project of recording the disinterred city of torture victims buried beneath state power and national resource of depravity. I am your county-sized tire dump where all road trips terminate in memories hollowed out by millions of miles worn into the consumptive acquisition going places became a past for that now grows in a pile of uselessness where ownership is the ghost of destination. You are my in vitro fertilization germinating individual biography with the recipe cooking up a future invented by the synthesis impossibility offers a barren womb in a solution for the ego's replication lust that might salvage evolution from a dead end. I'm your 40-mile junk heap that is a cemetery for human purpose, pretending end-stage consumerism is glory, a ravening capitalist appetite bequeathed to each birth as the default destiny conglomerated into transformed geographies of pointlessness. You are my novo virus that lurks as side effect of human progress within hygiene. The cruise ship of privilege sails leisure to while crossing the gap between boredom and disposable income in search of making life worthwhile. Thank you.
A legend around these parts. This is what New York City sounds like, Netherlands, I'm telling you. All right, fucking legend. Paul Skiff, come see him. He comes to this mic regularly and has with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Again, give it up for Paul Skiff, a living legend. All right, excelente. All right, on deck we got Tamika. Where are you? Tamika, did you stay around? Thanks, Tamika. A little sign up from Bahamas. Yes? Hell yeah, thanks for coming. Okay, without further ado, give it up for a song from Missingno, y'all. Yes! Energy, 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 energy.
I think that should be fine. Yeah. Cool, thank you. I go by Missingno. I'm not sure how he remembers me because I don't think I've done Nuyorican Poet Cafe before, but I'm gonna say, I was like, damn, did I really come here before? But yeah. Yeah, that's it. See, well, there we go. I was gonna say Missingno is the name. If you know where it comes from. Pokemon reference. Make game-inspired music, but shit I do is just chill now. So I've noticed a lot of people talking about trauma and stuff, and a song that I'm doing is actually about healing. It's like the first time I really stepped into trying to heal. So we're gonna run with energy. Thank you for the support. Rocking me, I'm gathering energy, 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 energy. I'm gathering energy, 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 energy. Guarding my energy, 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 energy. Guarding my working on being a better me. A better me, a better me. Cause I know when we seniors that haven't been friendly. Not friendly, not friendly. They became besties with my negativity. True story. So I'm trying to purify my negative energy. Sell the pain, get back, screw depression, fuck that. Take vitamins now cause I need that. Gotta change how I'm thinking, been fighting back. I've been eating cleaner, feel better. I've been drinking water, can pee whenever. I'm watching the sun and I feel the weather, feeling one with the earth, but whatever. I've been taking walks, need to breathe better. I've been working out, cause it's love forever. Take a walk with me, we can be together. When we walk together, there it tastes better. I feel like a natural acid trip. Feel like the pimpies gon' dance to this. Body, the herb is so delicate. I know them freakins gon' be feeling this energy. Okay, rock with me, okay, rock with me, okay, rock with me, okay, rock with me. Energy, yeah, got me talking about energy, yeah. I'm gathering energy, 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 yeah. I'm gathering energy, 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 energy. Guard my energy, 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 energy. Guard my energy, 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 energy. Protecting my energy, 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 energy. That's all I got for y'all. Oh, thank you. Well, that's. Well, you can find me anywhere on Instagram or whatever at Missingno_music. The word missing, the word no _music. Thank y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you so much for that. All right, excellent. Did you produce that? Yeah, I did. Of course you did. Fantastic. We're 3 for 3 with music today, folks. That's every track so far. Fucking hard. I love it. Thank you so much. All right, on deck we got Maanya. Where are you? You came back to me. Thank you so much, Maanya. So many faces that I recognize, and people that I thought I recognized. Apparently, fucking Missingno. All right. Coming to the stage all the way from the Bahamas. Give it up for Tamika, y'all. Yes.
Thank you, Brian. Good night, everyone. So I'm standing here with a ball of nerves, so bear with me. This poem is entitled, I Stopped Waiting and Became the Lesson. This piece is for anyone who stayed longer than they should have. Okay? All right, so here we go. There was a version of me that stayed too long, stayed quiet when my spirit was getting loud. I mastered the art of understanding people who never understood me. And guess what? I called it love. Even when it looked like confusion, felt like disrespect, and sounded like silence when I needed answers. I told myself, just be patient, because I thought patience could turn inconsistency into commitment. Can I tell you something? It cannot. Okay. Because I thought patience could turn inconsistency into commitment. Can I tell you? It cannot. I ignored things, excused things, and by doing that, I shrunk. So someone else could feel big in a space where I'm supposed to feel safe in. And the wild part is, I knew. I knew every time my chest tightened, every time my mind raced, every time I had to convince myself that what I felt wasn't real. But pain has a way of waking you up, not gently, but truthfully. And one day, I got tired. So I stopped waiting to be chosen. I stopped waiting to be understood. I stopped waiting for someone to become who they kept showing me they were not. I chose myself, me. Not halfway, not temporarily, not when it's convenient. I chose me fully. Because I used to be the woman who explained too much. I overgave, overstood, overstayed. Like love was something I had to earn instead of received. I made excuses for things that didn't deserve explanation, turned red flags into temporarily misunderstandings, called bare minimum effort. That version of me, she meant well, but she had to go. Because I learned something. The same heart that loves deeply must also know when to walk away. And now, I don't chase clarity. I don't beg for consistency. I don't compete for attention. I don't want it. Peace will feel unfamiliar when you've been used to chaos, but unfamiliar does not mean wrong. So if you see me smile and understand this, I earned it. Through heartbreak, through confusion, through choosing myself when it hurt the most. I stopped waiting and I started becoming. I am no longer the woman you learn to appreciate later. I am the lesson you regret not learning while you had me. And I do not look like what I survived. Thank you.
Did you clock it? I clocked it. Fuck yeah, give it up for Tamika, y'all. What's going on? Are we okay? Are we okay, guys? Are we kind of fucked up? Where can we find you, Tamika? Back there.
I broke down with a heartbreak and I traveled all the way from the bottom. Monday I came to your other place.
Right.
So I had to come to you, Brian.
Thank you so much, Tamika. Fuck yeah, dude. Come back to us. Go talk to Tamika after the show. Go network with Tamika. Okay? Thank you so much for pulling up on us. All right, we got a few more performers before our heart out at 8:30. Let's all take a deep breath, shall we? 1, 2, 3, deep breath in. And then out. If you didn't participate, it's okay. All right, so on deck, we got Harmony. Where are you? Harmony. Are you still here? Thanks for sticking around, pal. Okay, but before you, we got Maanya. Give it up for Maanya, y'all. Yes! Ah! She's back. Hell yeah.
Hi, everyone. How we doing? Okay. I'm going to throw this to you guys. So say flowers or say pins, and I will do that poem. Okay, I hear flowers. They're both sad. So, I'm sorry, but this one's 4 minutes long, so, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut it at some point whenever they shut me off. I remember when the flowers used to sing and dance. I remember when the flowers used to wilt and die. The dying never bothered me, it was the singing that did. It always seemed so cheery, so ominous. The flowers used to spring feet and dance around, and then chop those legs off and hand them to me, asking me to ingest them whole and never ask questions. I remember when the flowers used to smell like my best friend, or was it that they smelled like her rotting corpse? A pain that I never liked to feel, but I loved to dwell in just to keep myself real. A corpse has feet. Maybe that's where the flowers learned to chop it off and feed them to me. The flowers used to serenade me in peaceful music, where they would scream in my face in the lowest tone they could muster, asking me to listen to them quietly and never treat them crazy. I remember when the flowers used to press themselves into the pages of my diary. I remember when the flowers used to rip out the pages of my diary, broadcast it to the world for no one to see. My diary has a voice. Maybe that's where they learned to cut it out and embed them in my ears. The flowers used to play the piano, the trumpet ringing out of to cut out my nose hairs, asking me to pick them softly and never pick them to begin with. I remember when I started to grow petals on my wrists. I remember when my wrists started to decay. So soft to start, but sharp enough to stab. My wrist can turn. Maybe that's where they learned to cut deep and make me listen. The flowers used to mix my tea, feeding me a poison called love, asking me to taste them and never swallow it fully. I remember plucking each petal of the flowers, asking if he loved me or loved me not. I remember the petals plucking each hair on my scalp, asking if he loved me or loved me not. Plot twist, he never loved me. He brought each item with a tightly wrapped flower, the stem tearing at the corners, my wrist already bloody before the thorns even reached me. The flowers used to mock the gifts as they took away from my soul, asking me to destroy them and never not protect them. I remember when the flowers used to be here. I remember the moment the flowers all withered away. It was the second I left him. They all shriveled up. The flowers used to grow in the dirt. Now they grow in the clouds, asking me to love myself and never think myself to be the garden. I remember when the flowers used to avoid me. Now the flowers gather around me, untouched, the thorns protecting their hearts. The flowers used to grow in the clouds. They're back in the dirt, asking me nothing and never saying anything. They're just flowers now. You can find me at the Dabbler's Diaries on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you, guys.
Give it up for the Dabbler, y'all. Yes. Oh, we still here, chat. Don't go too far. Okay. IJ, the Jumpman, you're on deck. But before IJ, give it up for Harmony Wise, y'all. Yes. Thank you, Harmony, for sticking around, being so patient. Hey.
Can you put it down a little bit for me? Thank you. That's good. Okay. Hi. My name's Harmony Wise. I was born in the city. I was born in the Bronx, but I currently live in Columbus, Ohio. And so I'm visiting family here, and this is my first time here, and it's such an honor. It's such an honor. And my Theo, Johnny's in the crowd, and this is his first time seeing me perform, so I'm very excited about this. So I wrote this poem to talk about my experience as an Afro-Puerto Rican. And I wrote it after Hurricane Maria, when Trump was throwing paper towels in the crowd at our people. So I was guided by my ancestors to write this, so thank you for letting me share it here today. Terremoto. Terremoto, terremoto. It's bigger than an earthquake. I can teach you facts that will make your body tremble and heart shake. Como colonization, rape and sterilization of Puerto Rico's children, babies sin padres, stolen land and resources. No podemos olvidar the brutal slaughter de los Taínos y Morenos. Transatlantic slave trade made my skin black, pero I'm not Rican enough. No soy boricua como tú, como ellos, porque mi piel es negra. Ay, sí, soy negra. Soy morena. Soy afro-boricua. ¿Por qué piensas que tengo pelo malo? Mira, 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 escúcheme, por favor. Mi piel como la arena kissed by el sol. No tengo pelo malo. Tengo pelo de mis ancestros, rizado y natural, como el mar enojado. Soy afro-boricua, heavy on the afro. Yo sé que tengo un accent cuando hablo español, pero ask yourself, why are we so proud to speak the language of rapists y colonizers? Mi gente, can't you see that was the plan? Enslave, rape, and divide as they steal our land? Soy taína y afro-boricua, and you have the audacity to deny me, mi isla, mi gente, y mis ancestros. ¿Cómo? Soy la hija de Carmen y la nieta de Margarita. Los ríos de Puerto Rico flow through my veins. Mi familia de Jabucoa, Rio Piedra y Nueva York. You can call me Nuyorican, pero never forget, soy boricua. Ay, sí, soy afro-boricua. Soy la negrita con tumbao, pa' que tú lo sepas. Blanco, negro, hay no diferencia. Nosotros borican. Pero white supremacy got us blind. We must decolonize our mind. Mi gente, get in line. Let me show you what our ancestors have left behind. They gifted us con una cultura rica y hermosa, rooted from la tierra de Mama Africa. Familia y comida, la música y baile de las Yorubas. Y los taínos sprinkle con poco de brujería santería. Pero mi gente, don't get it twisted. We are the spell. We are descendants of royalty. Their strength has given us life. It's their story we must continue to tell. I hope you can feel the divinity within you and me. Because you see, it's bigger than an earthquake. When we realize, even after 400 plus years, our lives are still at stake. Lied to and left to our own demise, pero don't despair. We are the descendants of Taino y Africano warriors. They've left us the gifts of amor, paz, fortaleza, y solidaridad. Solidaridad, solidaridad. Necesitamos solidaridad. Libre, libre, mi gente borican. Libre, libre, Puerto Rico. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's been such an honor. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube under harmony.wise_rights, like rites of passage, because as an artist, every lane of my artwork is a rite of passage to my higher self, so I can continue to evolve. So I hope you all see your art like that as well. I also do film. I'm a multimedia artist, and I'm currently producing and directing a documentary called Somos Afro-Latin. And it's hopefully a multi-city documentary. So if you want to connect with me after, I'm here until Friday, maybe Saturday, and then I have to go back and we can chat. Thank you so much, Brian.
Great work. Great work. Thank you so much for pulling up on us from the great country of Ohio. Fantastic. All right, on deck, we got Daniela. Where are you? Daniela, did you go? Did you stay? There you are. Oh, hey, Daniela, how's it going? All right, before Daniela, though, give it up for IJ the Jumpman, y'all. Yes. God damn it, IJ. All right, I got you, bud.
I'll just aura farm while you do that.
Is that okay? You'll aura farm? This is a fucking, I don't know what this is. All right, here we go. Ready? Come closer.
All right. A little lower?
A little lower?
Yeah.
Fuck you, IJ.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. Thank you, Brian. How are you doing tonight? Good. All right, nice. New shit? All right, so for these first two lines, I need y'all to help me with it, all right? I've been told what I've been told. Don't know who I'm fighting for. Sound off. Don't listen. Just see it with your eyes. The truth is, these eyes don't lie. The truth is that I see better through my left eye than I do through my right. But whatever is left is still right. My eyes don't lie, so why would anyone else's? The facts are right in front of our faces, yet some fail to face the facts and try to erase it like a mistake. But erasers never clean the whole canvas. The blood on the canvas is evident like a boxer got knocked down. But the eyes want to box out the stains like a rebound. Glass cleaning, I mean, clean your glasses. If you don't want to see the truth, then at least hear it sound off. Because this next part won't be heard. They say birds of a feather flock together. Makes me remember to check the weather. It's raining, it's pouring bullets. How can you get to the eye of the storm when the clouds swarm and you can't see where to go? Fun fact, the eye of the storm is always dry, free of rain from the sky and from our eyes. But the home of the brave must brave the storm until they themselves become it. From above the clouds, the masses don't see the mass destruction about to be unleashed. A lightning strike, air strike, sound off. You don't need sound to do a head count. Apparently, only numbers matter. Drop and give me as many heads as possible. Because when the coin has been flipped, the tails don't seem as sweet. But the proof is in the pudding and it spells out war. Everything that's left, though, I see it, right? It's a chess match, except it's just kings and pawns. Am I seeing this right? Is there a demand for propaganda? Apparently, yes, because speech is free, and when I try to use mine, sound off. No, really, sound off. Breaking news, war. What is the cost to speak now? Nobody knows, and apparently nobody cares. When the blind follow the blind, but the deaf also follow the blind. Darkness is what surrounds the eye of the storm. If all were killed, would the eye stay dry? Stay jumping.
All right, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at ij.jumpman.
Give it up. Give it up. Hey, give it up for IJ the Jumpman. I'm taller than it seems in real life. Hey, take it easy on the stay jumping, Brian. Easy on that. And the chortle behind it. Thanks for that. All right, so on deck is no one because we're going to get to a second round. So here's how the second round goes really quick. I don't have a lot of time. Who didn't go that wants to go? Raise a hand. All right, one and two. Anyone else? Because we literally have time for like two more people. After Daniela. Someone back there? If there's time. Okay, all right. Gotcha. Okay, so two and one back there. All right, we'll see if we can get to you, okay? Name? Frowka? Frowka, thank you so much, Frowka. And name? Habib, okay. And name in the back? L. Okay, Ron Mark. Oh, Ron! You wanted to go too. Okay, let's get to Daniela first. The last person on the initial list, give it up for Daniela, y'all. Yes! Come forth!
Thank you. Hi guys, how are you doing? Alright, so this is my first time here. I have never actually read my poetry to an audience, so cut me some slack. But this poem is one on the most powerful sides. It's old turned to new, so we'll see how it goes. It's pretty long. The name of this poem is Taming Fire. How many times can I cry before falling asleep? How many times can I cry before I run out of tears to weep? How many times can I feel this burning rage inside, this fire within wanting to burst free and say what's on my mind? But if I did, that fire would only grow, consuming me, taking control. I'm left with words in my mind, heart, and soul like a cycle that I can't control. Destroying the peace I've worked so hard to build with feelings of remorse and guilt, feelings of love, feelings of rage storming through my head and rushing through my veins. I fight and I brawl to let go of these games, to untie these hands and escape this cage. I plastered on smile to bring peace of mind, a delicate flower that hides in plain sight. Whilst music surrounds me, the universe shifts from dark gray to blue, from fire to rain, chaos to mundane. Yet as the sun rises and a breeze passes by, flames seem to seep through, consuming the chords, barricading the base. A melody once upon an escape now turns to ashes as reality invades. Why must I be bearer of bad news and shakes, needles poking and prodding while I'm not awake? Why must I be the anchor that keeps the ship steady, the light of the lighthouse that guides you to shore, the blanket that warms you on a dark, stormy night, the shooting stars that make you smile, bright moon illuminating your night? The keeper of peace in a chaotic world, of secrets forever untold. Child, full of mistakes, yet willing to do whatever it takes. I can snap, break, and fracture, crackle and bend, fall, slip, and sizzle, bruise, crush, or sprain, no matter the ache or whatever the pain, my heart never breaks, whatever it takes. Yet why must I live with this fire within, flames burning through me and there's no medicine? What happens when I can't smile anymore? Will the fire consume me? Will my mind go to war? Am I careless or brave right now? I don't care. I let my tears flow as sorrowful rains. Now I am the storm quenching the flames. I screech, squeal, and shout to let the fire out, rant, ramble, and rave, freeing myself as a slave. Shout out to the dragon and stab her with a blade. Blood drips from the silver that clanks to the floor. Now freedom fills me, blessed peace I've acquired. As I walk away, I will smile again. I have tamed my fire. Oh, thank you very much. I don't have anywhere that has my poetry on it, but I am working on it. Thank you, guys.
Give it up for Daniela, y'all. That was fire. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay. So, yes, and on to the second round. All right, are you ready with a piece? All right. On deck, we got Habib. All right, and then actually we're going to cap it there. Sorry, chat, if you want to perform more poetry or whatever you got going on in your notes app, come to us next Wednesday as well. But sit tight. We still got a couple performers. What was your name again? Frowka. All right. Damn, I ain't going to do that one. I'm going to let you do that. Give it up for Frowka, y'all. Yes! Woo!
Hello. So yeah, I'm Frowka. I'm a Dutch Puerto Rican artist. I do spoken words and I also rap. And I'm gonna do something really fun with you, and I'm also kind of nervous, but it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna do a freestyle spoken words. So, but like a lot of things in life, I can't do everything alone. So I would like 3 words from the audience, and then I'm making a piece from that. So can you bless me with 3 words? You can. Thank you. Alright, okay, that's a lot. Pondering, potato, and limoncello. You said something too, but I just gonna stop at 3. Pondering, potato, and limoncello. I bake like a potato. I'm in the water, boiling, and I feel the hotness all around me, sucking me in, making me soft from the inside. I boil like a potato. Everything around me starts to fade into air, into nothingness. I boil like a potato. I feel you taking a bite of me. I feel you kindly putting your knife into me. Deeper and deeper you cut pieces and pieces until I only exist burning into your stomach. I was no longer a potato. I now am growing stronger than I will ever be. I be sipping myself like limoncello, feeling myself higher than I'll ever go. I'm standing on the rock, standing all the way on top of a cliff. I am seeing myself. Everything is high, everything is low, everything is trying to grow. When I think of the past life, the limoncello or the boiling potato, it is still here. It is my heart. It is the love that taught me a lot. But it doesn't exist anymore. It is the past. It is not here anymore, so I must be and take over the rain and soar to whatever takes me there and more. And sometimes I get lost. So lost that I cannot see in the dark, that I might exist, that I might fight and make a fist, and everything around me starts to fade away. I cannot say the word that you hit in my being. It starts to fade and I can't be seeing. So I might ask you, what is that 3rd word that you threw around? Really though, what was it? Yeah, it was too much. Pondering, ja toch. Sometimes I get too deep in sorrow. I might sleep and wallow. I might be that or see that. I might seed and reap what I sow, but I know that pondering is good, but in balance. So I ponder and I learn and I grow smarter, but then sometimes the thoughts, they grow harder. So I don't know what to do. Do I keep it going or do I stop? Do I do nothing at all and fall back into that nothingness, into that abyss? Do I fight and make that fist, or is it already existing? Do I exist? Am I being on this stage talking? Yes. So where is all that loving? Is it already here, arriving? Thank you. Right. So my Instagram is @leeuwfroeko, and Froeko is with F-R-O-E-K-O-E. If you don't know it, connect me. We can work that
out. So thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Killing it. I can't do that shit. Fucking ask me to freestyle. I'd cry. I'd cry on the spot. I'd just tear up. Okay. And our last performer for the evening. Give it up for Habib, y'all. Yes! Energy, 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 energy. Okay, suit. What the fuck?
Come on, I get like you.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey everyone, my name is Habib Bello. I got a poem here today for you guys. This one's called Drunk Karaoke. And it's new shit. Ain't it fun living in the real world? Hey, this my shit. Ain't it good being all alone? But with alcohol, I'm never alone. See, I'm with the homie Jack Daniels. Damn, yo, I'll keep it a stack. I only carry cash. Me and Jack moving a pack means we never fly solo, cup, but we mob deep like the army. We gladly salute and thank the troops, bartenders for their service. I'm not an alcoholic. I just drink socially. I'm Mr. Brightside, social butterfly, but what if I'm lying? Like when we take those vodka shots and you went in disgust, I think it tastes like home. Tastes like bad decisions mixed with good nights, and who doesn't love drunk karaoke, sweet Caroline? Good times never seem so good. So good. You're good? I'm good. I took 20 shots tonight. This is not good. But you can't drink all night if you don't start in the morning. But if I drink all night, I won't stop till you're morning. You know there's something wrong when you have a handshake with the handle. See, my hand shakes when I hold the handle. My fist shakes when you say I can't handle my liquor. I'll gladly handle the situation. My role model is Kobe. Not for the hoop skills, but just like Kobe, I never saw a shot I didn't like. You know, it's all fun and games until the shower beer is telling you get your life together. Bottomless brunch is only cute until you're at breakfast and you get too excited when you hear the word toast. I knew I had a problem. When I looked into the mirror, shattered by my drunken fist, and started singing, you got it bad. When you're at the bar, close your tab, but then you crawl right back. Oh, I got it bad. I can't miss a day without my liquor, y'all. My life's off track. Almost lost the love of my life because of alcohol. See, when we met, we exchanged shots. She reminded me of tequila. That day I was so stubborn I thought I didn't need a chaser. 2 years later, we get in an argument. A step out of line. Throw salt on her wounds. We exchanged shots. She reminded me of tequila. She left my life, and all that day I was so stubborn I thought I didn't need to chase her, man. My problem is I used alcohol to solve my problems, but the problem was thinking my problem was not a problem at all. I just want to put down the bottle, y'all. Because if I die, cirrhosis is probably the probable cause. I don't want an Irish goodbye. And I heard death is one hell of a hangover, so let my life be a lesson. I pray you are there for your friends, that you buy another round of sympathy, that you pick up the phone, hear my cry, and try and find my location, because I'm afraid this may be my last call. Oh. Thank you, y'all. If you guys want to find me, I'm always doing poetry around the city. My Instagram is Habib Bello _. That's HABIB, Habib Bello, Bello, spelled like hello, but with a B. Have a good night, y'all.
Smooth. Hell yeah. What a poem, though. Excellent. New shit. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, and thank you everyone for sharing what you had tonight, but don't go anywhere, because per tradition, all right, I have time for notes. All right, every one of you. I took a little note, just a little bit. I may have butchered your piece on the way, typing it out or something like that, but these are lines that stuck out to me that stayed on my tongue a little bit. All right, from the top. Douglas, are you still here? No, you left. right? Douglas? Douglas left? It's okay. After everyone that I mention, please say thank you to them. All right, Douglas came through saying, my smile undeniable. I just like the rhyme there. Lift these draconian albatross off my shoulders. Does everyone remember these lines? This is no synthetic leer. Hope is tethered to action beyond mere speech. It must be lived. I love that. Thank you, Douglas. All right, this is how we support each other, community. Wong, where are you? Thank you. Been twisted next with a consistent intellect. I love that shit. Bars. Completely quiet until it's time to speak. You being fine as fuck isn't enough for me. All right, clock that. All right. Go pick up Wong's new project. Thank you, Wong. Victoria, are you still here? Yeah, tripping through the city in search of safe spaces. I love that. Right, your poem about trying to find some community here in New York City in search of missing people in my life, my tribe. Then ending it with this gathering today is sacred. Free speech is exactly what you make it, something like that, right? Thank you so much for finding your tribe here. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Victoria. Excellent, excellent work. Rachel, are you still here? Hey, Rachel left, all right. In this life, I am woman. I am sure in other lives, I am man. Do we remember this piece? Fantastic. I love that. That was a very, very good poem. And then her second piece, healing is hard, healing is powerful, healing can take your whole lifetime, healing is necessary to grow. I feel like there's a common thread in all these pieces today. All right, we're all fucked up, but through art, right, through this meaning of expression, right, we're finding some healing. Thank you, Rachel. Excellent, excellent. Gordon, where are you? You still here? I love that piece. When you when you hit the floor, you must remember it will be cold. Blues cold. It won't be your last time. All right. Thank you so much for opening up that world to us that you wrote through your piece, and come back to us. Yes. Thank you so much, Gordon. Thank you, Gordon. All right. It will be cold. Blues cold. That shit was hard. All right, Jessica. Jessica, did you leave? Jessica's still here. Your poem, I got some responses tonight. When people ask me what's new with me, I blink. Nothing, just negotiating with my nervous system. What do you do for fun? Repair myself, trap my triggers. I try to heal like it's my second job. Fuck yeah, Jessica. Give it up for Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. Right? Can you bring us some more poetry? Thank you so much. All right. Dan, are you still here? Thanks, Dan. Dan, yikes, Laitman. All I wrote was Revolutionary War porno. The British are coming. That was a good set, Dan. Thank you so much for breaking the monotony a little bit. All right, invite more of your comedy friends, will you? Thank you, Daniel. All right, excellent. Or Dan. Then there was a Daniel. Daniel, are you still here? All right, I got a little juice for you. Hope you can get your fill. That shit was hard. Then you mentioned doom scrolling. Quit the doom scrolling. Put the damn phone down. All right, that was like the third time I heard something about doom scrolling tonight. All right, I hope you search for events, Eventbrite or whatever like that. Type in open mic, right, into it. Try to find the closest open mic and actually go outside and go do it. All right, that's where the doom scrolling stops. Put your phone down, come outside and touch some motherfucking grass. Thank you, Daniel. All right, come back to us. Negus, are you still here? Is it poetry or music? Is it poetry or music? Who says poetry can't rock? That shit was hard. Is it a poem or a song? Man, I'm not asking for an answer. Is it poetry or music? Why is poetry not music? Right, something like that? Negus, did you produce that as well? No? Fantastic. Okay, but thank you so much for bringing that track to us. And bring more, please. All right, thank you, Negus. Why is poetry not music? Good stuff. MVP, where are you? He's wearing camouflage. I wouldn't even know he's here now. I don't even know. He's here. All right, MVP. Let me school you on the facts of life. America, she's a freaky bitch. Oh, she love everything in the physical, flirt with every country on the low, but only pops that pussy from. I love it. And I love how that's scandalous. I love how that scandalous line like brought us all to attention to it, but it was just a mere container for all the other stuff that he was talking about in terms of the consequences of being forced to go to war without our consent and all things like that, right? That's some good fucking hard-hitting poetry, right? Wrap it all up in a fucking container that gets their attention and then say some truths. Fantastic. Thank you, MVP. All right, Munsif, you still here? All I wrote was Jersey mentioned. That was hard. No, that's not all I heard or wrote. My name is Munsif, which means a judge of what's right and wrong, right? I'm a minority, not everyone's favorite beverage. That shit was hard, Munsif. Thank you so much for finally coming through to us today. All right, thank you, Munsif. Paul Taylor, right? I love that new piece, or that new song, right? And you helped co-produce it, right? Yeah. Fantastic. And I love the line, I'm clocking it, but we're never going to face it. So I'm like, no, but clock, face? Did you fucking get the bars? Did it go over? Didn't go over my head. Thank you, Paul. Duncan, story of guy. That's what I wrote. Story of guy. He hates when this happens, and humanizing superheroes. All right, you came through us a couple of weeks ago, all right, to share that other piece about the superhero and the volcano happening, and now this piece, humanizing superheroes, right? Bringing them down to earth, ground them. Good stuff. Thank you, Duncan. Pull up again. All right. Paul Skiff left. All right, do you remember when the peer group got you to subordinate? Of course not, but now you think you are like them. Right? That was good. That was just a little piece. All right, I'm your first public embarrassment. You are my first robot war. Hey, if you didn't understand this piece, go back, rewind in the stream, and that's for everybody. Once this show ends, you can go tap into our YouTube page and watch the stream of the entire show. Missingno, or rather, thank you, Paul. All right, you legend. Missingno, you still here? That was a I love the coincidence, right? I was saying energy all night. I do that in every show, Missingno. And then this motherfucker comes through, and that's like your fucking hook. Energy. I love that. Let's just sit with that coincidence. We're meant to be. I think you're my soulmate. You're missing no longer. All right. Thank you, Missingno. You wrote, I've been working out. I can't walk forever or something like that. I can walk forever. That shit's hard. Thank you so much for bringing that. All right, Tamika, where are you? Oh, Tamika. Peace, stop waiting became the lesson, something like that. There was a version of me that stayed too long, mastered the art of understanding people that didn't understand me. Huh? Told myself patience could turn inconsistency into commitment. I can tell you, it cannot. Thank you, Tamika. Maanya, I remember the flowers used to sing and dance, wilt and die. Dying never bothered me, the singing did. You okay? We'll talk after this show. All right? Thank you, Maanya. Harmony, thank you so much for finally coming to a Nuyorican Poets Cafe event. Where are you? Back there somewhere? All right. Transatlantic slave trade made my skin black. Pero I'm not Rican enough. Some hard truths. Thank you so much. I hope you can feel the divinity in you and me. I feel it tonight. Thank you so much, Harmony. Thank you, Harmony. God damn it. All right, IJ, sound off. Don't listen. Just see it with your eyes. My eyes don't lie, so why would anyone else's? The proof is in the pudding, and it spells out war. It's a second fucking war piece. I don't think we're happy. Oh, no. Write your congressman. Go vote in the midterms. Daniela, where are you? How many times can I cry before I fall asleep? You started the poem like that, right? And you let it out. But then you resolved it with, I have tamed my fire. That's a beautiful, beautiful revelation. And that's what art does. Gives us these revelations. All right? Thank you, Daniela. All right. Frowka. Freestyled on this fucking mic in front of a whole group of people in a darkened room. Thank you for doing that. All right? Pondering hot potato. What was the third word? Lemoncello. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What is the lemoncello? Still don't know. All right? I'll ask the chat after. Habib, thank you for closing out the show. I'm not alcoholic. I just drink socially. I'm Mr. Brightside. All right? Again, wrapping the poem up, right, in this big metaphor of the drunk karaoke, but really talking about something that has been on at you, all right? My role model's Kobe. I never saw a shot I didn't light. You can't drink all night if you don't start in the morning. My problem is I use alcohol to solve my problems. I don't want an Irish goodbye. Her death is one hell of a hangover. That's some real shit. Thank you so much for being vulnerable. Like I told you, you should start doing that more in your piece. All right, thank you, Habib. Okay, thank you, Frowka. I forgot about that. And thank you so much for coming to me with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. All right, give it up for yourselves. All right. All right, go follow me on the internet. Google Brian the Motel Guy, if you will. All right, for all you performers, get your set. It is on the Nuyorican Poets Cafe YouTube channel in just a few moments. All right, come back next Wednesday. Go be kind to someone, but be kind to yourselves. Goodbye. And of course, chat, there is a survey for you to fill out so you can let us know how we are doing with this fine organization that you love so much. All right, go.